What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? Yeah, we back. We back. Shout out to the new people. Shout out to the Payal gang. Y'all know what time it is. Come in the chat with your thumbs jack. Man, y'all know we hitting them hard on this channel. See what I'm talking about? And we got them. Now, y'all read my community wall and know what I posted. I really mean that. We need a high profile lawyer to represent the Kenneka Jenkins case and put her name in the algorithm in the social medias, get news press conference, get outside agencies on the case and look into it. So yeah, we gonna look up some lawyers and stuff, and anybody that's down with it, we're gonna pick our lawyers out and we're gonna find one and we're gonna hire one. And he gonna keep us up to date on the information. I wanna see those documents. I wanna see those files. I wanna see all that footage. It's too many secrets when it comes to this case. And I'm tired of these secrets. I'm tired of these people got their mouth closed because they know the finger pointing at them, so they running. But we gonna get to that later on. And I'm gonna give you further more detail. But until then, gang, man, let's rap about the Kenneka Jenkins case. How the mother guilty, how Leonora guilty, how everybody in their room guilty, voluntary, involuntary, committing a crime. So, once again, let's give a shout out to the YouTubers that were doing their work. I mean, hard work, reading paperwork, going over surveillance footage, thinking, scratching their head, wondering, trying to figure out what happened to Kenneka. Shout out to those YouTubers. And we need those YouTubers back in the game. So y'all help me. Let's get the other YouTubers back in the game. Let's keep her name alive the right way, y'all. Man, Trey Gang love y'all, and I appreciate all the love and the support, and I appreciate y'all holding me down and stuff too. So now look, let's get back into the paperworks, cause now we gotta get our game up and read all this manipulation they got in these paperworks and stuff. All right. Shout out to her, Divine Light, because we're going to share a couple of her videos.
Hi, thank you for checking out Her Divine Light. I really appreciate everybody who has been enjoying the Why You Lying segments. This is where I'm straight out comparing what they are verbally saying to what is documented on paper. I don't understand, why are you lying if you're seeking justice for your daughter, for whoever, what the hell? So anyways, oh, there's my babe, back on track. So, I'm gonna pause it. I'll be back. All right, so Okay, hi. So honestly, I don't know if I just said everything that I meant to say. Shit. Anyways, yes, the Why You Lying segment is going to be a comparison of what they're saying to what is on paper. Now, this is from Teresa's interview.
I have a phone too, so I asked him. I said, "Y'all, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone." I knew something wasn't right.
Right. So,
Okay, so this is Bree's text conversations, all right, leading up to her attending the party and after she left. So as Teresa said, her friends had Kenneka's phone and Teresa's car keys. Oh, I lost my little writing pen.
All right. Now y'all see the time and the dates on there. They told us this was at 4:35. Let's go with universal time, right? They gave us a narrative like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where the key? Bring me my car and stuff. I met Teresa's voice, right? And she said this gonna be around 4 something in the morning. We already seen the footage, Bree, Shamaya and them roaming the hotels on their phone. So we know they in contact with Miss Teresa. So when you look at these text messages, it's in universal time. Let's knock 5 hours off of it. 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 35. Who's driving Kenneka car at 11:35? But Miss Teresa said, my daughter left the house at 11:30. We got Bree. See what I'm saying? Kenneka left the house at 11:30 with my car. But this statement saying, who would be driving? Not yet. Finna get in the car with Kenneka and go par by her house, cause she didn't even have a donut on the car. Oh, she in her own car and she knew she had a donut on it when she said they can't see it. All right.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna get in the car and go park by her house. She knew she had a donut on it when she said they can see it. Okay, so as I'm, still watching this video, I start to think, okay, I'm listening to Teresa's, her lying on the radio interview, and she said something out that really did just wait.
reaction and interaction with Kenneka.
Well, they stated to me it was two, because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked.
Okay, so remember they called her around 4:34, so they called her at 4:34, so it was 2 hours before, so around 2:30-ish.
Them, why didn't they call me before? They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
Right.
Why wouldn't Bree want Irene? I'm sorry. Why wouldn't Bree want? Okay, case solved. Okay, so sorry about all that time. So this is from Bree's. Whoops. You see it. All right, you see the interview thing. Now, don't forget what Teresa said, that it was about 2 hours before they called her, and she So if she got a call at 4:34, then a call would have had to be made around what, 2:34. Now, how Lenore said the girls got there at 4 with the car. So either way, it's between 2 to 4. And Kenneka, from what the cameras are saying, one says 2:22, 2:26, and the other one says 3:26 or whatever. You know what I mean? So, she left to pick up her friends with what, the car that they traded into since Teresa.
Now look at the story Miss Teresa and them going along with. They called me around this time and all of this stuff. But we already know the real story. So what I'm getting at this here, that it's a possibility that Bree had those keys and was driving the car. Cause if you got Bree on the night walking, leaving out the hotel, and she admit that she was leaving off the premises, so that means she was driving that car round 2 some. That's why Miss Teresa got that pocket ticket that said on the 6, right? So could look at this. We already know that's when the reenactment would be going on at 2 some in the morning. Right? So, and that's when Miss Teresa calling the hotel in the midst of a reenactment talking about surveillance footage. Sound like she trying to put the hotel in a jam, don't it?
Was missing. Whose car is that? Bree's? Okay, so now this is a photo of a post from Teresa. Sorry, this is on so I can't, do you see? I love you, Mom. Now, if you go back to where I played the audio, love you, Mom. I will always love you. If it wasn't for you, I would never have known my baby was missing. Oh, I see that. Hi, thank you for checking out Her Divine Light. I really appreciate everybody who has been commenting, liking, even subscribing to my channel. Just like you, I'm a person who has really been intrigued by this case. I am a little different from some of the other YouTubers that you may have found so far. Unlike some, I've not been following since the start of the case. So when I'm posting videos, it is because it is information I have not seen before. If you were so lucky to have seen it, that's fantastic, and I appreciate your feedback. But for others, just like myself, it is new information, or maybe it's in a different angle than what they've seen, or possibly yeah, that's all I can say about this. So anyways, as you may know, I am a intuitive reader, meaning that I use several of my psychic abilities to kind of pick up energy from the information that we read. Feel free to read more in my About section. It's pretty short and sweet, but I just wanted to kind of give you some insight on who I was, and if you were drawn to me, then it was meant to be. So thank you for checking me out.
Now, all right. Now look at this document that was in the case file. Now y'all see what it say at the top? Look at the time. They want to talk to somebody from New York. Well, the police made a call and trying to contact somebody in New York regarding a Facebook Live video. Where was Zach on September the 9th? Where was Zach on September the 10th, 11th, 12th, all the way to the 13th? Was he was in New York? Right? That's his location. He was in New York. So you got a phone interest. The second paragraph. This person provide him with another contact number. Right? Through his social media. Y'all see this? So they call somebody named John Berletto, if I'm pronouncing it right. Don't know who he is, but Google name it. Look him up. See who that is. Cause they left a voicemail regarding a social media. Y'all know Zach claiming he had a manager and stuff. Called them back ASAP. The third paragraph. Hold on, y'all. So they called this person back. Now it seems like they don't want to cooperate now. So we already know this a New York connection. We know Zach is in New York, and we know Zach say, I'm finna take on the Kenneka Jenkins case on September 14th. September 14th, right? September 14th is when Zach say, ooh, I'm getting death threats. Oh, Crown Plaza and Rosemont police officers don't want me to talk about the case. So that means when you look up the paperworks, they maybe calling Zach, telling him, you need to come down here because we need to talk about some Facebook lives and audio and stuff. So that's the reason why he went back to Rosemont September the 14th, talked to the laws, and once he left, he went live and said, yo, they threatened me. Yo, Crown Plaza, you know what I'm saying, told me you see, now look at the game. Then you got Zach, got people claiming to be Irene, and people in the parties giving out interviews. So let's read the documents, and I'm going to let Divine Light do her research.
Today, you may have heard that the crime scene investigation photos and the Apollonia, she's here to help. You may have heard that the crime scene photos, basically everything we had been asking for except all of the footage from the Crown Plaza was released to the Rosemont police. However, it kind of only asks for more questioning. Anyways, right now, definitely check out some of the recent little kind of FYIs I posted on if you want to go ahead and download this info yourself. Just make sure you're getting it from the right place and getting all of the information. Be your own detective, people. Be your own detective. So I am just going to scroll through slowly of the CIS log entries that have been reenacted. And yeah, this is a 6-page document. I'm not going to take too long to do it, but I just want you to be able to read it, and I'll make sure it's visible enough for you to take a screenshot if needed. I want to get the time and everything, but I think the information for right now is going to be what is most important.
Now read this at the bottom of it. They said he received a tip where a caller was willing to provide any names and contacts. Now look, then Zach said out his own mouth, this was on September the 14th, right? And well, I don't know what day he was talking to Chosen King in that video when he had the fake Irene interview. I don't know what date that was, but he said out his own mouth, Chosen, you know, I called the Crown Plaza, right? This is what he told Chosen. I called the Crown Plaza, right? And I was like, yo, I booked a room. I had a room booked there, and I lost some jewelry. And they asked me like, yeah, what's the name of the room? So he was like, I gave them my last name, and somebody happened to have a room in his name. Well, not in his name, but have the same last name as him. And he was talking. He was like, yeah. And I was on the phone with the manager. I told him that I lost some jewelry. I had the room, you know what I'm saying, a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? So that leads all the way back around about the 8 in the night, right? You know what I'm saying? So look, he said that out his own mouth. We know Zach gonna be there at that hotel on the 6th, on the 7th, and then he got out of there on the 9th, went to New York, chilled in New York till he got the call. They told him he need to come down for an investigation, so he ended up going to Rosemont. And whatever happened at Rosemont, Zach went live. Zach said, yo, y'all remember what he was saying? And then you got Miss Teresa. Zach, they want us to stop this, Zach. Right? Now you got Miss Teresa on the phone playing like she ain't Miss Teresa, and Zach acting like he don't know if this Miss Teresa, but he filming it, trying to show everybody, trying to tell us something with that call. Cause you know, I get a lot of emails and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I know, and I can cipher down and like, oh, this just a spam email, or this is somebody that just with their own opinion and thoughts. It ain't like I'm finna record it, be like, oh, yo, my gosh, these people here, you know what I'm saying? So he over-exaggerated, he overacted his role, and now it shed the light on him.
Important, and I'll kind of say the date it's happening. So this is going to start on 9/11 at 08:47:17 military time. And I apologize if I'm a little shaky. I'm holding this with one hand, scrolling with another, and feel free to always pause it or screenshot it if.
Now look, I spoke with Rubenberg at the medical examiner office to determine if rumors of blank suicide was true. It was determined that is no such records of this time are false rumors. Now y'all heard it, this in the report. At 6:51 p.m., so this would be at 6:51, I spoke with Jackie from North Chicago Police Department. They have no contact with blank in their town. Now look, this is North Chicago Police Department. Now I looked up North Chicago Police Department. Boy, is they corrupt. Man, do they got a lot of scandals. And don't you know, it's a lot of police officers from that precinct was interviewing these people. Check this out. I left a voicemail message for blank. A recruiter that to call me to verify employment of blank or Comcast. So they need to verify somebody employment. I left a voicemail message for blank requesting that if he called me back soon as possible, some information received by blank. I took with blank father at blank. So look, well, I don't know who they talking about at this point. But we're gonna try our best to figure this one out. But it's finna get very interesting. I spoke with blank at blank about a possibility lead a family member. I can't read the bottom of it. Now look, here we go. You see at the bottom, they even said they got a lead about a family member. If I'm reading it right.
If needed. Okay, this is still 9/11 transitioning into 9/12. I will say that when you really start to look through some of these, you'll see.
Now, you see it at the do y'all see it at the bottom? They said they got a lead on the family. We spoke with blank at blank about a possibility lead a family member that may have occurred in this case. Now, this paperwork just said the family.
See that I love this one. They left a voicemail for somebody, but they don't know how to even spell their name. So I wonder how they pronounced it. You know, it's obviously people aren't trying to talk to them, but I find it really fitting that they would make little notes like this. All right, 9/12. You know, either people's numbers don't work or they're not accepting calls. It's just, I feel like it's that total atypical, like trying to paint a picture of who is involved in this case. Okay.
Now look, and when they tried to call this person back, this person voicemail all of a sudden full. So whoever they called was getting a lot of calls and they were leaving a lot of voicemails for it to be back full. See what I'm saying? So when the police said they got a lead about the family members in this case, what kind of lead it was? It's not that hard to know Miss Teresa and Monifa. Miss Teresa and Leonora, cause them the two key roles in the case. So look, I attempt to speak with Blank. The number was not working. The detective spoke with Blank on 9/12 and provided her with a update on our investigation. So we already know who they completely talking about when they say, "Yeah, we got an update on your investigation, Miss Teresa." But keep this in mind: you just read the report. They had a lead about the family members. So now look, this on the 12th. Now I went live and I was breaking down what was going on the 12th. Now y'all remember when Miss Teresa made that Kenneka Jenkins page? You know she made it on the 11th, and then look what she was posting on the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and look what Zach was talking about on the 14th. You see what I'm saying? So, so they provided her with an update, and Blank stated that this attachment was made by Blank. And Blank were consistent with the statements they made to her. The detective contacted Blank on the 12th. Oh, I can't read it, gang. So they contacted somebody. They contact who? I can't see. But whoever they contact, they hung up on them. Blank did not answer the phone when I called back, and the voicemail box was not set up. So he called again, contacted Blank to make an arrangement to meet on the 12th at 10 o'clock in the morning. So look. So now we got somebody in the family hanging up, don't want to be contact, and they trying to tell these folks, you need to come down and clear up some of the rumors. Cause they got a lead in the case. I spoke with Blank and Blank regarding information, requested a folio. Look. Requested a folio and her concerned about public information. You see this? So now Miss Teresa trying to break ties with the police. Or this could be Leonora. You know what I'm talking about? But at this point, we know that the police trying to get the family members down to make more statements because they got a lead. So Miss Teresa finna play the game and play victim and tell the world, man, they trying to lock us up and they racial profiling us. It's because of my black skin. That's what she said. All right.
9/12.
So
And the music that is in the background are different Reiki beats, they help with raising our vibration, keeping us positive, keeping us nice, calm, and cool. These are just balancing our chakras. So if you're like, what the H is in the background, it's just like some cool energy motivation, okay? I promise. Okay, so this is at 9:13 at 12:07. Someone hung up on them but came back.
All right. I'm gonna have a hard time trying to read this on my screen, gang, because how the way I got my layout set up on my flat screen, it's a little blurry. So I'm gonna try to read it to the best I can. All right. So they spoke with blank. Hold on, look. So they called somebody, and the person said he's gonna call him back about meeting. About the meeting. Hold on. Ah, okay. So look, so now they talking to a male, and he said he was gonna call him back later about a meeting for an interview. So he attempted to reach out to blank with blank regarding a schedule for an interview. His cell phone was full. I mean, his mailbox was full and was unable to leave a message. I spoke with blank and blank. I spoke with blank and blank to verify Mr. Blank's statements. Look, check this out. I attempt to reach to verify, what's this at the bottom? Blank statements. Y'all, I'm sounding a little low. All right, I might just need to put my microphone, my lips all the way on the microphone. So now they contacting the mayor regarding somebody's statements, because at this point it sounds like somebody talking in the investigation for the police officer to be calling people in to interview. But keep in mind, this supposed to be a death investigation at Crown Plaza, and it don't supposed to have nothing to do with the family, right? It don't supposed to have nothing to do with the family. Oh, okay, so let me just y'all hear me now? All right. So now I don't know why my microphone cutting up, because I got it turned up and I'm looking at the meter, that John almost hitting at the red. Okay. Appreciate the cash out, gang. Appreciate that, John A. Shout out to John A for the cash out, gang. So now look. Now check this out. They wanna somebody at the police precinct, they talking. They like, look, I got some information about the family. So they gave them information. Now they calling Miss Teresa. Then they calling somebody in the family that's a male. And I don't even know who they talking about, because now this a male. All right. I'm going to play the video a little bit. Look at the times on her. See that? Now look at the times and the dates.
Sorry about the quickness there. I'm trying to get myself back up. Sorry about the quickness. So
now look, the detective was contacting somebody on the 14th to construct that hold on, y'all. Let me move my microphone because I see what I'm doing now. All right, this how I'm gonna do it. I'm just repositioning this junk, so I got it in an awkward place now. So I'm gonna y'all just bear with me. All right, I'm holding this junk like I'm on the stage at a comedy club. Man, I ain't never hold my microphone like this, and then it's on the stand too. I might want to sing a G flat on this junk the way I'm posted up right now. So now look, all right. So now they contacting a male that's in the family, and they want to do the interview with him. So it's a lot of talking going on in that police precinct, right? Okay, I'm finna play the video.
Sorry, I'm trying to get myself back up.
So boom, the detective attempt to contact somebody on the 13th, and however she was unable to answer the phone. Look, due to medical procedures. We'd already know who they talking about. Her boyfriend answered the phone, and he stated she will contact him later. So now you got Miss Teresa and stuff, don't even want to answer the call. Then the lady said she was in surgery, but she didn't show no proof that she was having surgery at this time, right? Because we know what she doing on Facebook. On the Kenneka Jenkins page, if you in surgery, you sure doing a lot of posting. And they got the timestamps when you upload these videos. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Okay. So that must have been Miss Teresa's boyfriend who they was contacting. Cause this the phone, look. They must have been talking about Jane Coleman at once upon a time, cause that's probably who we reading about. So boom, they receive a call from Pease and Lil T.Y., the Lil T.Y., not T.Y. Rolling. So they called on the 13th. Both stated they would be at Rosemont Police Station around 1800 hours for an interview. However, the subject failed to show up. So now look, keep this in mind. You got Pease and Zach TV on Instagram talking about they finna tell the world the truth. You see what I'm saying? They ain't say nothing in like, let's find out what happened. Let's get to the bottom of it. They said this out of Zach's mouth. We gonna tell the world the truth on what happened to Kenneka Jenkins, cause we was in the room that night. Zach said we was in the room that night. Y'all seen the Instagram post? Y'all seen the Instagram post and stuff? Y'all heard it and read it. So why would a man say we had a room and we want to tell the world of what happened? This same person, Chose the King, told everybody. Zach, was you at that hotel? Zach, do you have any relation with Kenneka? But look how Zach playing this role. Cause the reason why we was following Zach the way we was following, just because Kenneka and just because he had what we wanted. Interviews. That's why we took in liking to Zach. We didn't know that man personally. We don't even know nothing about that man. to be giving him praises and all this stuff. I don't know the man, but seem like when you get to know the man, he got some little flaws in his character. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's read some more of this stuff. So boom, Miss Teresa ain't answering the phone cause I guess she getting her chest redone. She in the hospital, but I believe she at the house. So they received a call from Pease and they said they were gonna show up, but they didn't. All right. Okay, this is all the text messages that I done read. Okay.
This is one of my favorite highlights. 9:13 at 23:35 424.
And
They attempted to contact Blank on 9:13:17. However, she was unable to answer the phone due to a medical procedure she was undergoing on today's date. Her boyfriend answered the phone and stated, "She will contact me later." On today's date, I met with Blah, who is currently acting as a liaison for the family. When on today's date, because this is literally like a minute and
look, and they calling these people at 11:35 at night, going on 12 o'clock. Now you got police detectives and them calling people all times of the night. Detective calling you like 1 in the morning, talking about, hey, we trying to contact you about you know what I'm saying, this cover up we exposing. Hi y'all, shout out to the chat gang. Shout out to the chat gang, y'all. What's up? I'm glad everybody coming on in. I'm glad everybody coming on in. All right, I'm gonna play some more of the video.
4 seconds after. Okay, interesting. Whoop.
I wish she wasn't going so fast so we could just, you know what I'm talking about. Cause she got it in phone mode. I wish she would have had it in landscaping mode. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's kind of hard to.
Sorry about that. I kind of sped that up a little. Okay, so.
Hold on. So. Oh, okay. I know where we at now.
Here we go. I'm sorry, it was a little out of focus. I apologize. So this next one is quite cool. I received a call from Peasy and Little Ty, 913. Who is Peasy? It's Little Ty. Well, if Little Ty called, I wonder who Big Ty is.
All right, down here. So look, they contact the medical examiner office, right? Where the detective did, cause they had to drop off a copy of the surveillance footage, right? Keep this in mind, cause the medical examiner office gonna need a copy of the footage so they can complete their investigation, right? For a prime example, it's like this. If I'm a coroner and I come on the scene and they give me all the reports like here go the body right here, this how it was laying, and here go, know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go and scan and do my investigation, right? When it come to the freeze and all of this stuff. When I get back to the medical examiner office, if they telling me, well, she walked in the freezer and all of this stuff, and she died from hypothermia and stuff. I'm gonna need the surveillance footage because I'm gonna need to see that with my own eyes. I got the evidence I need, so it's my job to, well, my finest find out that she didn't walk in the freezer and she was put in there. So, and I'm looking at the surveillance footage of her walking back there. No, that is not right. And as an investigator, they get paid $100,000, you know what I'm saying, a year to put criminals behind bars. Not to let them go free, not to make deals with people. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see the detective's number. It's 1444. Huh, 444. Lucky number for the angels.
Man, I told y'all, them notice, it just
Per the request of...
I told y'all YouTube be tripping. It be a lot of people don't be getting a notification. And then I'm telling y'all, man, it's a lot of people don't get their notification. I'm thinking like, at first I was thinking like, man, something ain't right. I'm looking at the views on my setting and it's showing me completely different. But when I go on the YouTube, I'm like, man, is it like YouTube trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even want me to. I can screenshot y'all right now of these folks talking about, look, your content is being blocked. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all the way down. I got to reappeal this stuff and everything. But
the medical examiner... I dropped off a copy of the video surveillance at the Crown Plaza Hotel on 9/14. Previously, Dr. Howell stated the medical examiner's office would not make a final ruling until they obtained a copy of the video surveillance. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, the difference between video and medical is the fact that medical examination is physically viewing a body that has gone through, any type of factoring situation leading to a death. I understand the.
then look, y'all see the date on her, 9/14. You see how the police was on Miss Teresa, on her boyfriend, about her daughter. You see how they got him upon investigation, right? And this on September the 14th. Look how intense it done got. But watch this. This where Andrew Holmes show up. Because now, if the medical examiner office got a copy of the footage, and Andrew Holmes now on the news saying, I saw the camera. Once he said he saw the footage, it's nothing else Miss Teresa could say. But let me see the footage, and you already know what's on the footage. Because you already been asking for the footage since 2 o'clock, September the 9th, in that morning. So y'all see the comparison? Andrew Holmes, September the 14th, telling everybody he see a video. You see the police them on Miss Teresa family. At this point, then you got Zach TV nervous and wanting the J4K supporter to feel sorry for him because he getting death threats from Crown Plaza and Rosemont.
The need to want to see the information as far as the video surveillance, but is that why the autopsy was adjusted or something? I just find it really odd because, number one, the fact that they want to see this video surveillance, for a professioned person, I feel that they would rather do the examination first. And if anything, couldn't they take that information and then compare it to the hotel's layout? Because regardless, physical, God, I don't even know what word I would use, but your body at the time of death is is set in stone. So I honestly don't know why this just doesn't feel good to me. Okay, this is at 9:14, 47. 47 is a good number too. I just find that I don't know.
I'm gonna read this one. Around 8:37, they received a transfer call from a female identifying herself as blank with a blocked it number. She questioned why my business card was left on her door. She acknowledged that she was the mother of blank. She would ask to pass a contact information to blank to call me. Attempt to contact Franklin and Food
I just don't
liquor
think that
store.
it just doesn't seem typical, because even if you give a medical examiner certain structural facts, what happens to the body is what happens to the body. I guess that's what I was essentially trying to say. With a blocked phone number, she questioned why my business card was left at her door. She acknowledged that she was the mother of blah. She was asked to pass my contact info on. Okay, this is at 9:14. And then they dropped that off at 9:14, 15, 47.
So now look, this is on the 14th. Look at time. Look at all the timelines on there. This on the 14th. This on 8. This at 8:52. This at 8:51. This at 8. This at 3 o'clock. This at 3:47. You see how hard they working, bro? Now y'all see how hard they working, right? Now the liquor store was in question now. You know what I'm saying?
It's what's at 3:30. Oh, this is a little bit later that night. What, 8? They must work round the clock at this place.
So they contacted the security guard at a liquor store. And then look, so out this investigation, somebody was ratting on the family, so they were trying to get the family come down, and the family playing like they don't know what's really going on. And whoever was saying something got the security involved. Because now they want to talk to a security at the Franklin Food Liquor Store. But when they talk to him, he telling her that he may know Kenneka, and she probably witnessed some murders that happened at the Franklin Food Liquor Store that happened weeks before Kenneka's disappearance. So they get your mind wondering, I want to know, who is that security guard? And if he working at Franklin Food Liquor, and he said if he probably know her, who is that guy? Who is that guy? Because if you ask me, some of the people that was at the party that made statements and said they work for security guard companies. It was a female in there, say she worked for a security company. And guess who that female that said that? One of Kenneka relatives. And I know Straight Drop worked security. I know Marco J, the YouTuber, worked security. I know P. Rico worked security. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that was in this case, they worked security. So it sounds like it's some shady things going on with these security companies. Right? Right. Okay.
I wonder who's working at the liquor and security place. Well, I'll check out my other videos for details on security background. Attended a party with 4 of her girlfriends. I wonder who 4 girlfriends were.
The detective received a phone call from Blank, but they look like peas again on the 15th. Stated he would not be able to come to Rosemont to speak with the police and provided a callback number. So why is please keep calling Rosemont? Because at this point, he already just did the interview with Zach TV because they did the interview. He said he was going to do the interview on the 14th, and he actually did the interview on the 15th. See what I'm saying? Because the 15th going to be that Friday. That's why when in the interview, he said, yeah, we talking about the Kenneka that happened the last Friday. You know what I'm saying? So it was a Friday, right? So Sergeant Douglas were provided with blank contact information and they agreed to meet with him.
Sorry, that was at 9:15.
15 on the 15th.
Okay, sent an email to try to identify Fuki, Kwan, and Wonky.
So they bringing up the credit card and all of that, right? All right.
Thank you for letting us know. So fitting. Ooh. Okay, total random thought. So they're reaching out to TCF. I don't know. I mean, TCF is a branch locally for me. I don't know if they actually branch out to Illinois. But I find it fitting that they're saying they checked it from account holder blah victim from Rune 926. Like, I don't know. And wouldn't like something as far as like a credit card cancellation for a person who was found dead be something they would like to, get resolved ASAP? I mean, isn't that something Teresa would have probably done sooner than later, or should have done, I guess? That's 8/17. Well, he was scheduled to work at the liquor store until 2 for the afternoon. I said he called me back ASAP. Oh, 9:18. So now they're really rushing. All right, I attempted to reach out. I attempted to. Okay, nobody's answering. I'll come back a minute. 9:18 still. Look at 9:19:21. They're really working on it. Voicemail for a TCF account holder. Let's see, the owner of the phone number was at the hotel party. Attempted to contact Winky on 9:19 with negative results. Called it PZ, aka blah. Blank baby's mama answered the phone and identified herself. She will be home later with informed officers. And if you don't, I'm sorry, I'm like reading it as I go through, so mute me and you'll be just fine. Subject wearing a red shirt in Facebook Live's video is Neff, short for nephew. Huh, I wonder if that's a dude in the Red Hawks jersey, Black Hawks jersey. And this weekend is going to be so knowledge-based. He provided his street address and stated he'd already spoke to a detective prior to his conversation, but he couldn't provide the name. He's a resident of California. She acknowledged receipt of this thumb drive. So what? This is the medical examiner on 9/22. Didn't he drop it off on like 9/14? Why wouldn't he say blah, the medical examiner? Because we don't even know who Okay, that's weird. 922.
Now, what I'm getting out of this, look, y'all see that? Now they talking about California and stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna rewind that part so we can read it together.
A blog. He's a resident of California.
I spoke with blank and he provided his address to me and stated that he already spoke to a detective prior to the conversation and was unable to provide the detective his name, and he reside in California. Now I want to know who they could be talking about in California now. Cause only thing I know that Jet 33 King fled to California and Las Vegas. You see what I'm saying? And keep this in mind, Jet 33 Kings, he he might be playing around with the Kenneka Jenkins case and stuff, but he know a whole lot because he was breaking it down from from the law from a law point of view about, yeah, y'all look, the court paper was already sealed. He was saying court paper was already sealed before, you know what I'm saying, they even took it to the lawsuit. So boom, they received a voicemail from Blank. She acknowledged receipts of the thumb drive and asked to call her back, turn around, and clarification. I returned her call and left a voice message, right? And to change several emails, blank with what they say, they changed email with a Walmart security. Multiple attempts were made to cut a Walmart security. That's the first I ever heard about a Walmart security.
She acknowledged receipt of this thumb drive. So what? This is the medical examiner on 922. Did he drop it off on like 914? Why wouldn't he say blah, the medical examiner? Because we don't even know who. Okay, that's weird. 922.
That's real weird there.
Exchange several emails. Walmart security. Great. Who else is working for security?
Look at all this security connection.
I might know. Check it.
Facebook information was sent to individuals advising to contact HPSD Investigation Division. Supplemental report was completed. Our Rosemont Public Safety Department. Okay, boom, all right. I thought they said H. It's a P. Okay, I mean, it's a R.
Check out the other videos. I don't know. Less is more these days. I'm only going to give you as much as I can. Okay, 926. Were sent to individuals advising to contact investigation division.
Now, that's something I got to look into, that Walmart security. So they attempted to contact Blank on 28th of September regarding result. A message was left with Blank mother to return my call. Contacted Blank, who was out on work release last week, was sick yesterday. Today, her first day back and unsure of, I can't even read this. Unsure of the turnaround at the time, I asked for her to send myself an email with the status update. She know.
I will say, like, straight out, the police officers can, like, hack into your account. Trust me, that's a fact. So, I don't know what message was left with blah. Mother's to return my call. Contacted who was out of town. I was sick yesterday. Today's the first time back in injured on turn time. I asked for her to update us. Oh, okay. So they took a break, 9:27, 9:28. And then they got back in touch on 10:03, not too far ago. I asked for her to send myself an email.
Receiving the following items from evidence on the 14th of October, 26 photos enhanced Crown Platter security. I made copies of the CD and attached the files and put the original files back into evidence.
Enhanced completed documents via email. The internal portal to receive said documents is not working, therefore is mailing a DVD to our agency with files. 10/4, and then they didn't get it till 10/15. I mean, wouldn't you probably I'm gonna zoom out and come back in. I mean, at that point, wouldn't you like FedEx it, like certified mail, like classified? Why would it take? Wait, so I'm sorry. So this was on. So it wasn't working, so they had to send them via mail. So 9/14 to 9/4 to 10/15. So like what, over a week?
I read the comment. You said, so Zach is not innocent after all. That's on you to decide for yourself. Because in my eyes, and in this investigation, he ain't innocent. He ain't innocent. And plus, the things that he did really confirm he is not innocent. Now, check this out. Did y'all know it was a report was made about a party on the 7th? We know about Irene's birthday party, right? But they want us to believe that she threw her party on the 9th. But we know her party was on the 6th, right? We're on the 5th, going on the 6th. And we know sometime around the 6th, something happened to Kenneka. So now we're going on the 7th. Now read this report right here, gang. Right? This was at September. They entered this. Keep this in mind. They entered this on September the 9th at 3:20 by Officer Kevin Kentonbell. On this day, I was dispatched for a substation report of a missing person. So they entered this. They didn't take this at 3:20. For them to type this up, you know what I'm saying? Before they typed this up, they had to go do, you know what I'm talking about? So when they entered this in the city, so that means what time did they actually, you know what I'm saying, did they investigation and then enter it in the port? So they must already started before 3:20. According to the plaintiff, the victim was last seen at her home with her murder vehicle on the 8th, approximately at 11:30. The victim was heading to a party with a couple of friends at the Crown Plaza. The complaint stated that the last time she had contact with the victim through text messages was approximately at 1:30 on the night, and no contact was made by the victim, right? Right, this Leonora statement, and keep this in mind. We know when Leonora went to the police station, right? She went to the police station around 1 o'clock that afternoon, talking about, I want to file me a missing person report. But you got to think about why Miss Teresa wasn't up there with her at that time to file that missing person report. Because where was Miss Teresa at when Leonora was at this police precinct? So now look. The complainant stated that the friends came back home with the car at 4 in the morning. Now, we already know that Bree gonna be the driver, cause she the only one that's gonna be driving. So if Bree left around about 2 something on September that night, she had to go pick up Miss Teresa or somebody, or she probably didn't even never live. You see what I'm saying? Cause at 2 something that night, that's going to back to 11:30, right? Around 11:30, Bree will have the keys. Cause if you go back to her text messages and we going back university time, so that means Bree will already have the keys at 11 o'clock. See what I'm saying? She will already have the keys at 11 o'clock, right? Going by university time. So look, so they came back at 4, and remind y'all, Leonora said my mama first came up to the hotel around about 4 something in the morning talking about let us see the camera. The complainant further stated according to the friends, as they was leaving the party at Crown Plaza, room 926, the victim realized they didn't even have the keys in the cell phone. The victim stood by a near elevator on the 9th floor as 2 friends went back to the room to receive the victim's phone and belongings. The victim friends returned to the elevator alone. You know what I'm saying? The victim turned to the elevator and the victim was not located. They attempt, oh, let me stop it. All right, let me stop it. Let me, hold on, y'all. Okay. I gotta set this up right. All right. So, the victim was last seen wearing a ripped jean. Now look, they just told y'all. Now, if they enter this report at 3:20, and Leonora said they didn't show me the footage because we need a missing person report to see the footage. So guess where they got the description from? And when we heard in the 911 call, they said, yeah, we got her a description with blue jean pants, gray Jordan shoes, and it looked like they got it from surveillance footage. That's how they knew what she had on, because of the surveillance footage. So they just really just exposed Leonora right there. The victim was entered in the missing person data at 1:16. So at this at 1:16 gang. So when Leonora was up there making a missing person report, she also making a statement. How would she end up in an investigation? Period. They just like, if my child come up missing and I go fill out a report and just say I got an uncle somebody just flew in town and supported me, why would they call him, come on in and interview, we want to talk to you? See what I'm saying? All right. I was able to speak with the general manager, Crown Plaza. So all of this was going on. Look, so if they entered this report at 3:20, so look, they already talked to the managers. They already talked to Crown Plaza. Cause look what they saying. Now this supposed to be at 1 something in the afternoon. Right? I was able to speak to the general manager, Crown Plaza Blank, assist me by viewing available surveillance footage of the hotel entrance and exit way of the hotel. The hotel security systems consisted of dozens of cameras that contain hundreds of hours of footage throughout the hotel. Blank was unable to locate the victim through surveillance footage at this time. Blank also advised that the occupants of the room 926 already checked out the room and the room has been serviced already and clean. The staff had no suspicions of activities, reports, or any information about this at the time. So you mean to tell me all those noise complaints that were giving us and this stuff, and you mean to tell me you didn't think nothing suspicious? Later in that day, watch this. Later in that day, the manager Crown Plaza contact me with additional information. Damn. She finna skip that, John. Damn, she skipped it. I wanted to read that bottom paragraph. All right, let's read this one. And this will enter in the system at 11:05 on September the 9th. At 11:29, I was dispatched to Crown Plaza. And he spoke with a female, blank and blank, and she advised that she was looking for Kenneka. She stated her sister was in the room 926 previously that night for a party. She and her friends came early in that morning and advised her sister was last seen in the hallway on the 9th floor, where they went back to get the keys and the phone. The sister said her friends told Jenkins waited outside in the hallway and they came back and she was gone. Then Jenkins came back, said Jenkins did not have her phone because she left it in the hotel room. Blank advised her friend she last saw Kenneka in the hallway on the 9th floor around 2:30. Blank advised she had spoke with a officer already early in that day to report her sister missing. Now look, Ann took a statement. That's what she didn't tell everybody, that she was taking a statement and she was being investigated in a death investigation. So look. We spoke with Blank again and advised Jenkins had posted a Snapchat round 217. Now look, y'all want to know why the police bringing that Snapchat up? Cause think about it. They got the Snapchat video, but Leonora already edited that Snapchat video round 4 in the morning. So they brought it to her attention. So hours appeared to show her inside a hotel room. We advised Blank that we located Kenneka Jenkins on video coming out the hotel, but did not see her exiting. They ain't say the room, they said the hotel. So you mean to tell me they showed Kenneka coming out the hotel, but did not see her exiting? So they saying they saw her out the hotel, but didn't see her exiting the hotel, meaning that she went out an exit that wasn't on the surveillance camera footage. And that's what you seen the Garcia said. Even Leonora mentioned this at the press conference. Yeah, it's a couple of entries that don't got no cameras. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, you would know that, would it? You know some of those exits didn't have cameras, right? So look. So they got her at the hotel but didn't see her exit. Blanks did advise that there are many exits she could have had left out and would not be able on video. We advised Blank that we would go and check room 926 to see if there's anything suspicious in the room. So they went to the room. We had Blank continue to check the video while in room 926. We did not locate anything suspicious at that time. We also checked stairwells from the top floor all the way down to the basement. At that time, we did not observe anything suspicious, and Jenkins had left out of many exits was not on video. We advised Blank of what we discovered at this time at the hotel management. So that's probably why they went down there to the basement, because keep this in mind, they got her on video in the basement. So when she was in the basement, she ended up outside. But they don't got her video on how she exited outside. Right? So that's why they said, let's go check that basement. Don't that kind of make sense, y'all? Don't that kind of make sense? So they telling Leonora all of this, right? Blank was provided again with a report number and told her to let us know if she found out any information that would help us. After speaking with Blank, they spoke with the detective on the phone to pass along the information that we had at this time, and advised we keep viewing surveillance footage and check where there was registered guests next to room 926 who checked in on September the 8th at 2017, and at this time we would provide that we would be leaving, but contact us if you get some information. So now look, after all of that, these people was like, look, we got her in the basement, but we don't know how she got out the hotel. So boom, now they went back to the surveillance cameras, because now they want to know who was in room 924. The room right next to 926. All right. Let me see what this is. All right. This I think this the mother right here. All right. Look, I believe this gonna be to the mama right here. I don't think I need to read all of that. Kenneka's sister Blank reported Kenneka friends arrived back at the residence with Kenneka with the mama vehicle around 4 in the morning. Without Kenneka, the friends stated that they lost her at the hotel and couldn't find her, and after searching the hotel, the friend left and returned back to Kenneka residence. Blank and Blank, mother of Kenneka, arrived at the hotel to search for Kenneka. They saying Leonora and Miss Teresa came back up there to search. After Kenneka friends brought back the vehicle to her residence. So why we didn't see Leonora up there with Miss Teresa when we first see Miss Teresa entering the lobby? Cause ain't that strange that you got the mother up there, and then where Leonora at? What Leonora was doing at that time? See what I'm saying? But the paperwork saying Leonora gonna be there. So after initial attempt to locate Kenneka yield negative negative results, a manager from the hotel was able to locate Kenneka on the surveillance footage. After the manager was able to narrow down the search the police, the patrol, and the hotel personnel was able to locate Kenneka in the freezer. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know it ain't reading the way that I'm thinking it's reading, cause that's finna support my theory about when the beverage manager locked Kenneka in the freezer, right? And Miss Teresa and them gonna be on standby, and that's gonna be around about 4 and 5 in the morning before the first shift. So, so if we're watching that, they match up then. So they will match up. So they mean when just like what I said, Miss Teresa and them gonna be up there when they lock her in that freezer. Her and Leonora. Leonora just smart not to be seen on that camera and know not to show up when we need to see her. Cause they saying this. The mother came back to the hotel with the daughter, with Leonora. And when they went back up there, a manager located her in the man, bruh. The body was discovered at 12:25. No, that's a lie. We know what time it is. Bye, y'all. Appreciate the Cash App gang, y'all. Appreciate that. All right. I was informed the occupants in room 926 had already checked out the hotel, and no attendants from the hotel party was on the premises. That's a lie, cause we still see these people in the hotel room. I don't think they in room 926. They could be in room 924. You know what I'm saying? Or they could be in room 929. But we know they on the premises. Now check this out. The room 926 already been cleaned by housekeeping. Shortly after arriving to the scene, Rivera informed me security camera is located in the kitchen area where the freezer was located. And they stated the officer was currently with the hotel manager and reviewing their camera. Speaking he observed a video surveillance. He observed Kenneka walking by herself alone through the kitchen area, appearing to be impaired. She was observed stumbling on surveillance footage. Kenneka is not observed entering the freezer on video footage because the freezer door is out of the view. Stated that you can apparently see the light come on as the freezer door was open. After speaking with a member from the patrol and learning some of the premium details surrounding the death, the chief, the Rogan shaver, and made family notifications around 1:15 on September 10th. Kenneka has approximately 20 friends and family at the scene. We asked the mother, Blank, to speak with us in private in the conference room off the main lobby hotel. We also accompanied by the family. We also were accompanied by the female who stated that Kenneka aunt. Once inside the conference room, hold on. Our Blank was accompanied by a female who stated she was Kenneka auntie. Once inside, hold on, where I'm at. Once inside the conference room, the chief offered condolence and informed her daughter Kenneka was found deceased in the hotel. Blank became very upset, ran out the hotel. Upon seeing her reaction, other family and family friends also ran out the hotel. Myself and fellow officers on the scene followed the family outside the hotel to content to consult them. I spoke with Kenneka's grandmother, Blank, in the parking lot in front of the man and asked to speak with Blank. I spoke with Blank and provided her with details of the death, knowing at that time Blank boyfriend was also present at the scene. So look, now you know now that the police done hollered at the grandmama and gave her some of the details. So when the police gave her some of those details, that's probably why her mama was looking at her strange in no press conference, cause she remember what the police told her. She know how her daughter acting around that hotel. She gonna start noticing like they was trying to dodge me. Like every time when I was trying to come around, they always splitting up in groups and stuff. You see what I'm saying, gang? This on September the 10th. On September the 10th, they met Blank at her residence. This Shemaya statement. Now y'all see, they entered this in the system on the 17th of September at 3:50. But they did the interview on the 9th at 4 in the morning. See that? So check this out. So if they conducting Shemaya interview at 4 in the morning, and then you got Leonora saying they was at the house with the car at 4 in the morning, and then you got the sister saying my mama was up here at 4 in the morning. Look what's going on at 4 in the morning. Look what's going on at 4 in the morning, right after the reenactment on September the 9th, right before the first shift show up. So that means at 4 in the morning, 3 hours later, Miss Teresa finna be seen going to the lobby. So they was already in communication with the police. With the police. All right. All of this, what this lady is circling in, bruh, this what a lawyer would do. He would circle that, put that in his notes. Everything you highlighted, you put that in your notes. Cause that's what's gonna get that case exposed. Now, so they talking to Shemaya while they at the station with her mother present for the interview. Look, stated that on the 8th earlier that evening, you know what I'm talking about? It looks, you know, y'all know she finna be lying and stuff and talking about what the $20 was for the pocket ticket, and she didn't know she was going to a party and stuff, and she found out at the last minute, and she don't have no clue of how Kenneka come up missing, blah, 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 blah. But we know this on September the 9th. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So while the video was actually going viral, you mean to tell me now, round about this time, this video damn near got about 50,000 views on it. Cause it was so many people watching the live, that what made me care why. Cause I'm like, look how many people in this joint. So you mean to tell me why that was going on in real time? Shemaya taking a statement. Shemaya taking a statement. All right. Now, read this.
IRS deadline is here. Sometimes I need to paraphrase.
It's easy to make your work clearer and more.
Hi, thank you for checking out Her Divine Light. I am coming to you from the Rosemont Public Safety Police file, report number 124 on 9/28/17. Now, I found this so interesting that they had questioned a possible person at the party, stated that he wasn't there. He stated he knew that Jenkins and heard of her death through mutual friends. Stated he was hanging around his block in Chicago and was never in Rosemont either on the 7th or 8th. This was confirmed later through interviews that he was not at the party. So I guess my thing is that it says around his block in Chicago and was never in Rosemont either on the 7th or the 8th.
Now look, they had this in the reports talking about a party that was on the 7th. Bye, y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chat. I'm reading the chat. Y'all got some good ass. Y'all got some good questions in there. Know what I'm saying? Y'all got some good questions in here, y'all. But now look, here go a statement confirming it was a party way before Irene jumped too. So now we know it was a party on the 7th. Look, now we know it's going to be a party on the 6th, 7th, and on the 8th. Because I want to know where everybody else was at when Irene got through going live. What everybody else doing? Because everybody didn't show up to her birthday party. Everybody knew what time it was on her watch. So it ain't no telling what they were doing in no other rooms. You see what I'm saying? It really makes you think like, I want to know if it is some more victims involved with this case. It makes you think that, you know what I'm saying, is it another victim?
He was not in the party in question on September 7th. 7th or 8th. One of these things is not like the other. What the hell? Thanks for watching.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull up another video. So now y'all see all the evidence is pointing toward Miss Teresa, Leonora, and the family. No doubts about that. So Miss Teresa could say she could say anything what she want to say. But God, in the name of Jesus, and all of this stuff here. But we know, we know what's your involvement, lady. You and Leonora. And I can't wait till we finally expose yo. Man, look. Hold on. Now, Check this out. Listen to this. On the 11th floor, that made Jenkins look. Y'all remember when they were talking about the 11th floor and stuff? We heard the police call and we already done broke that junk down, right? So now look, on the 11th floor, Jenkins, right? They said they went on the 11th floor to look for her. So they went and got binoculars and stuff to take a closer look at their room on the 11th floor. So the drapes were slightly pulled back. They did observe a lot of movement, which has could have been a possible struggle. Although Blank had told us that they believed that window they was looking out of was the 11th floor. After speaking with the hotel staff and advised the floor in question was on the 13th floor. Rivera and them, and the other police officers, they went on the 13th floor and checked all the rooms on that side of the building. Once on the 13th floor, we confirmed the room in question by entering with the permission from the occupant who was there in their room on the 13th floor that let them in there. And after shining the light out the window, it confirmed that it was children attending a birthday party. I went back down to the 9th floor. Now check this out. After they did all of this, they went back down to the 9th floor where she was last seen to speak with other guests who were still in the hotel room the night before. I spoke with Blank in room 927 who said he heard people in the hallway that night but didn't see anything suspicious. I also spoke with Blank in room 928 and also advised he heard people in the hallway but didn't see or heard anything suspicious. While speaking with the other guests, the manager notified us that she observed Kenneka Jenkins on the video. 3:30, lower level area of the hotel through a employee entry. So look, they went from the 11th floor to the 13th floor, went back down to the 9th floor, talked to the guests, and keep this in mind, they didn't mention room 924. But in the other paperwork, that's when they were like, yeah, keep watching those cameras because we want to see who was in room 924 next door. Right? Right. So look, they left this out the report, right? Hold on. All right. Wow. So now they in the basement because they got visual of Kenneka. Now keep this in mind. What the report told us that Kenneka finna be seen on this surveillance camera, but this gonna be at a time where she gonna make it outside, but it ain't gonna show how she made it out there. Because in the statement, they said they got Kenneka left the hotel. Had to be in the parking lot because they didn't say the room. They said Kenneka left out the hotel. Even Leonora slipped up and said, how was her hair when she left out the hotel? She even slipped up and said that, right? So now look. We had Blank to take us to the area where they observed Kenneka. The area showed entering into the employee kitchen basement area. I immediately started the search in the basement area where we had Blank to continue to view the cameras to see if Jenkins ever walked back out of that area. We did initial search of the basement. and did not locate Kenneka, but were numerous office hallways and stairways and checked. Now we got a report about Sergeant Walsh claiming that he found Kenneka in the basement and he called for fire department. And the fire department showed up, right? Ain't this what Walsh said? Now look. So watch this. Hallways and stairways they checked. We went back to speak with Blank, who advised that up to 6:30. Now keep this in mind. Up to 6:30. Up to 6:30, right? She could not locate Kenneka leaving the area she entered. At this time, I called the fire department out to the hotel, and the fire department met us in the lobby and assist us with the search. Did y'all see that on the footage? I didn't see that on the footage. I ain't see no fire department come now. Now check this out. Lieutenant Rivera and the fire department met us in the lobby and assist with the search. We all split up into one group. How all y'all gonna split? Oh, okay, look. Y'all split into one group of 3 and one group of 4 and conduct and look, and they conduct a more through search of the basement. While searching the basement, I heard Walsh call out on the radio that he located Jenkins. Walsh advised he had located Kenneka in the freezer in the kitchen, southwest corner of the hotel near the loading dock. Walsh also advised she was unresponsive. Now, this a lieutenant finding a body in the freezer, not a regular cop, but a high-ranking police officer. So Walsh advised that she was unresponsive, and when I arrived at the scene where Jenkins was located, she was found inside a double walk-in freezer. There was a freezer door that can be accessed through the kitchen once you walk into the initial freezer. The other door to the left to enter the freezer where Kenneka Jenkins was to be. Jenkins was laying on her left side, but her face was down and could only see the back of her head at that time. Jenkins' right shoe was off. She was wearing a jean jacket and blue pants. She had a shirt underneath the jacket, but it was pulled up, exposing her breasts. Jenkins was discovered on the 10th at 12. But keep this in mind, we already know when they was in that freezer doing their investigation, right? We got that understood, so we know the timestamp on there. All right. Jenkins was discovered on the 10th. At this time, the ambulance 169 was called to the scene. Now we seen the ambulance. At the crime scene was started investigation. It was stated that a log of who entered and exited the scene. Right? So the paramedic arrived on the scene. Paramedic Joseph advised that she did not have any cardiac activity, and placed her on a heart monitor and put her on a heart monitor, and that her body was frozen. Why would you do all that on the frozen body, bro? Paramedics advised that he called and spoke with the doctor, Dr. Krishno. at the hospital who pronounced Jenkins dead at 11:48. Officers observed the camera in the kitchen where the freezer was and revealed the camera. Jenkins walked in the kitchen area by herself, walked back into the area in the freezer and stated that you could not see Jenkins physically enter the freezer, but apparently the light of the reflection of the door when it's open, Jenkins is seen entering the kitchen. Watch this. Walsh advised that while he was outside of the hotel checking nearby loading docks, one of the hotel security members later identified Blank. See that? Here go the assistant beverage manager. That is a security guard. And that's him locking the door. I don't even think he a beverage manager, gang. I believe, cause look, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all what security look like at a hotel when they don't have a security uniform on. Let me show y'all this right quick. I'm finna show y'all this right quick. See this? This is a security uniform. So if you see him walking around the hotel feeding people, cause this is security uniform they had at our job. It's slightly different, but it's the same. You wear a tie, dress, vest, and they help us serve the guests. You see what I'm saying? They help us serve the guests like in banquets. This what they dressed up like in banquet. You would think he worked in a restaurant or something. But he the security guard the whole time. This is security uniform. I went on their website. But don't y'all know the security guard they interviewed at the liquor store? This who he worked for. Reliance Security Company. So I looked up the Reliance Security Company. They look, when you look it up, they provide hotel securities. Right? So boom. This is what a security guard look like, and this is what they security uniforms look like. Right? Hold on, gang. Now watch this. Check this out. Don't y'all remember when I told y'all, listen to that YouTuber dude that's from Chicago named The Knox. He was trying to tell y'all what to look for on the footage. Now keep this in mind. Watch this. He was trying to tell everybody, look, y'all see them undercover CIA agents and no FBI agents and all this. He was basically telling y'all, look for any kind of law enforcement and stuff, right? So when he was telling y'all that, and I was looking at the people in the chat, and I'm like, man, these people is still not listening. These people still not listening. These people still asking the most dumbest question in the chat. So look, when he was telling everybody that, this what I'm going to show y'all. This the same website. This they security uniform. Look, this is the security uniform. And guess who we see on footage with this same security uniform on? And I'm talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. Look. I'm talking about this uniform, bruh. He on the footage. You see this? Look. That security guard that went back to that freezer got this same uniform on. Walking with the black police. Walking with the black security guard. Walking with the black security guard. When I see that, I said, oh. Oh. And then guess what? The dude that work at the front desk, he's security. He's security. I ain't even know that. So look. Make a long story short. Look who all you seen that worked it that night. Nobody but security. Friends Cave, red jacket, and front desk. Securities. Security. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now look. Now keep this in mind, bro. All right. Y'all got Walsh up in here fabricating police paperwork, right? Then I looked up all these police officers that were doing these investigations. I might need to pull that picture up. Let me see, can I pull that picture up of the black police officer? I mean, the black security guard. No, because I'm going to get off track. I'm going to get off track if I do that. So let me keep it pushing. Because if y'all want to see that, y'all going to have to go find it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get backtracked. But Walsh claiming he saw the body in the basement in the lower level kitchen and stuff. And he said he advised he walked over towards the cooler. So now look. I just realized what the paperwork just said. Because how the beverage manager security found her in the kitchen, and you also got Wash say he discovered her in the kitchen. Them two different lies, bruh. Them two different lies. I just caught on to that. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you say the security found her in the freezer, and then you got this report saying the police found her in the freezer? And when he found her, he called for the ambulance and stuff. Man. Golly, these people is the most lyingest people in the world. And they writing this stuff down. That's why a lot of people so confused and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at that security guard that worked for Alliance Security, and I'm like, man, this the same uniform that old boy was wearing on the footage. He even had the jacket on in the lobby. And once he had the jacket on, I'm like, oh man, that's confirmed right there, bro. Because I looked at all the other agencies, and I'm like, everybody got their own unique when it comes to their security uniform. You see what I'm saying? So now look, you got two reports saying Walsh discovered her in the freezer, and when he seen it, he was like, let me get a call on the fire department and you can get some help in her. But on the footage, you got the security going back there, finding her, and then walking to get the police. To match up with the story of why they was in the parking lot in the first place. Hi, y'all. Appreciate the thumbs up, y'all. Appreciate the thumbs up, and I appreciate y'all sharing too. Man, we almost, woo, them numbers looking good, gang. So look. So now Walt's trying to fabricate his story with the security guard. Talking about he stopped Blank to figure out what he was talking about and asked him if somebody was in the kitchen. Blank advised him it was. And Walsh asked, is that somebody walking around or have you seen the body? Come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? Walls that had been seen with the body. Walls said they enter the door into the kitchen. Blank stopped him and just pointed towards the cooler. Walsh advised he walk over there to the cooler, open the door, and advised the lights was off. What? And he did not intentionally see anything. But guess what? In another report, they said the light was on. You got two different reports saying totally two different things. He stated when he realized there was another door inside of the cooler, which he said then opened the second door into the freezer, the lights was off inside the door as well. But in his other report, he said the light bulb was completely working and they was on when he went in there. He stated he opened the freezer and he immediately saw what appears to be a woman laying face down on the ground. So why in the other report when you said when you opened the cooler door, the freezer door was already open and you were seeing the body? You see what I'm saying? But in this report, now the door closed. Look at the autopsy report pictures. The freezer door couldn't have been closed. Her foot is hanging over the door seams. You see what I'm saying? So when they gave us the paperwork in the beginning and said the door was open, the lights was on. And the cooler, so that means the freezer didn't work, but the cooler was still on. So the cooler was circling cold air in the freezer. That's why her body temperature was reading 33 degrees. Because that's a cooler temperature. That's a stable temperature for the cooler. That's right at borderline so your drinks don't freeze. That's why your drinks come out ice cold, because it's right at there. That's why they're just like, have you ever got a drink at the refrigerator and it ain't even froze, but if you pop it, it'll freeze and sludge up? Everybody had a Coke or something, you know what I'm talking about, that almost you put in that freezer. Look, you'll put it in the, just say you put it in the freezer and let it get right at the borderline to freeze, but when you take it out, it ain't froze. But the minute you pop that top and all that nitrous in that junk build up and it freeze the drink and turn it to slush. Yeah. So Walt said at that time he advised dispatch that he located the female. He said he grabbed her legs to try to shake her awake, and he realized her leg was extremely cold to the touch and hard. And Walsh advised that he did check for a pulse on the neck. So you check for a pulse on the neck and then move her hair back? So that means you the one that fixed her hair up the way it was then when it was time to take her pictures. You see what I'm saying, gang? And then the autopsy report told everybody Kenneka wasn't froze. You know what I'm talking about? So I done read this report, and then look what this report gonna say. Damn. All right. Upon arriving, he met with an on-duty patrol personnel, including Rivera and them, to conduct a death investigation, right? So here they go again with the narrative. They come back to the house at 4 a.m. with the car. Right? That's their story. And when they came back up to the hotel, the body was discovered. Look, because they said when the family and the friends brought the vehicle back, a manager for the hotel was able to locate Kenneka on a surveillance camera. And after was able to narrow down the search. So look, they basically saying that when Leonora and Miss Teresa came up there September the 9th, after when they got the car back. And when they got the car back, the manager was able to narrow down the search and located her on the surveillance footage. I hope I ain't reading this wrong, but this what it said. Look, ain't this what it say, gang? Or is I'm reading it wrong? Let me read that again just to see as I'm tripping. Leonora and Teresa, they arrived at the hotel to search for Kenneka after the friend brought the car back. After initial attempt to locate, negative results. A manager for the hotel was able to locate Kenneka on surveillance footage, and the manager was able to narrow down the search. The patrol and hotel personnel were able to locate inside of a freezer vacated in the kitchen area. Body was discovered at 12:24. Man, them police officers moved that lady around that hotel, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So look, so they made notification to the family about, all right, hold on, let me go to this. So you got Miss Teresa threatening the hotel, you know what I'm saying? And she was threatening the hotel around about 9 o'clock that morning. That's when the call was made. The front desk attendant Blank also stated he was being threatened by a member of the Kenneka Jenkins family. After the hotel alerted us to the threats, I spoke with Blank and other members of the family, and I stated I understand what you going through is very difficult time, but I asked him to make any threats toward the hotel staff and explained that there's no evidence at this time to suggest the hotel employee was involved in Kenneka death. And throughout the investigation was underway, a member of the Kenneka Jenkins family shouted out, "This is a homicide." I informed the family member that Kenneka was observed walking by herself on surveillance camera, and this would be premature at this time to jump to a conclusion. See what I'm saying? Now look, they walked Miss Teresa and them through the kitchen area and the freezer area where Kenneka was found. We explained Kenneka was observed on the surveillance footage walking by herself through the kitchen area to the freezer. We explained the security camera in the kitchen are motion activated and pointed out that the camera was located. We explained that no one is observed on the surveillance footage prior to the time that Kenneka entered the kitchen area, and no one was seen in one video and no video surveillance for several hours after she was observed. Now look, that's the key. Nobody was observed in their kitchen for hours, several hours, meaning more than 4 to 5 hours. So boom. Now when you look at the surveillance footage, you know the manager locking her in there, and the lawyer said he left and came back later that day. You see what I'm saying? We explain look. All right, let me go to this one. So they transferred the Kenneka body around about 5 something to the medical examiner officer, removed all her jewelry and property. Yeah, right. Where her eye ring at? Cause she supposed to have an eye ring, and then they gave her a belly ring back to the mama. Then Kenneka had a click purse, and she had nipple rings. I didn't know she had nipple rings. You know what I'm talking about? So look, they conducted the interview with Blank. That was shortly after we informed Blank of the passing of her daughter, Miss Teresa. Why they didn't ask Leonora in her statement when the last time you saw Kenneka? She left the house at 11:30. Cause me and my mama, we was at the house. None of that. But here go Miss Teresa. In the beginning of the interview, I explained we would like to gather more information about Kenneka and the events that's leading up to her death, and any information that Blank could provide, it would be beneficial into this investigation. And Blank can stop the interview at any time for more information as the later time if she needed. So ain't that's what the police tell a suspect? You can stop the interview at any time, you know what I'm talking about? If you want to hire a lawyer or anything. So Miss Teresa came in there as a suspect. Look, y'all, here go another person saying they coming in and they ain't even got their notification. You see what I'm saying? So y'all know I ain't tripping, bro. Man, YouTube is not. They tripping on Trey Gang, bro. They trying to make it look like Trey Gang going crazy over her or something. You know, then they trying to make my views look like ain't nobody interested no more. But now we finna turn up. Hi, y'all. Appreciate you coming in. We got plenty of seats up in Herb Jack. All right. Appreciate the cash out gang, y'all. Now look. So they interviewed the mama. So she stated that boom, Blank stated Kenneka attended a hotel party with 3 of her friends. Blank, blank, blank. The party was a birthday for Irene. Kenneka left with blank approximately 11:30, 2017, and then picked up blank and blank. Blank stated that she would contact multiple times later in that night. She just told everybody. They been in contact with Miss Teresa way before 4 o'clock when she talking about she got the call at 4:34. So she said they called her multiple times later that night by the friends asking was Kenneka home. Blank informed that Kenneka's not home and asked what she was missing. She didn't say what she was wrong, what happened or nothing. She was like, what she missing? The girls told Blank that Kenneka was not missing. However, they later called and said they couldn't find her. Now, later they called, bro. Because you got all the receipts when you come to Kenneka phone. Because look, they already texting Leonora on the phone. And you know Miss Teresa right there. Intercepting no text messages, bro. However, they called later and said they couldn't even find her. Blank stated she was on the phone with Blank and could hear someone in the background saying something similar. I'm tired. Let's get out of here. It's a reason why she just threw that out there. Like I'm hearing one of the people in the background talking about, let's get out of here. Come on, that's a lie. Cause round about that time, Leonora put you at the hotel. No, time out. Yeah, misbehaved. They knew. Look. And Blank does not think Kenneka friend would do something to harm Kenneka. Blank said their relationship was like sisterly. Blank stated Kenneka friend used to live with her and call her mom. Stated Kenneka friend told her that Kenneka had only 1 cup of alcohol and Kenneka is likely not to handle liquor very well. He was insist to let us know. Y'all know Kenneka can't handle her alcohol. In case you see her on footage, that's why she walking like that. It's like she was giving us the heads up, like the footage, like on that 911 call. She was mentioning the alcohol then. Like she knew they were going to show her walking around that hallway impaired. You know what I'm talking about? I stated she is aware of the following additional people who attended their party. Wonky and Quan stated they are brothers. Blank stated Kenneka friends blank and blank will be able to buy additional names. And check this out. And Booby said Wonky and Quan them is related to the Martin family. Cause when they were discovered, we was like, well, if she had family members there, why they didn't protect her? Like, you see what I'm saying? Why did her cousin just sit there and just watched everything? Or did they get punked out? You know what I'm talking about? I asked Blank if all the camera angles from the hotel surrounded by the time of the incident has been downloaded. Blank stated that he is not familiar with surveillance footage system and referred it to another manager. And I asked Blank to download all the camera angles at that time, and I informed him, you know what I'm saying, he provided the assistant general manager at that time needed, you know what I'm saying, for the surveillance footage. Blank stated that he would comply with the request. Blank stated she has not attempted to reserve a room at a hotel in Crown Plaza. So this going to be a female credit card. Rosemont did not authorize anyone to use her credit card. Hold on. All right. Blank stated she currently lives in New Jersey and has not been in Chicago. Blank stated she recently issued a new credit card because of fraudulent activities on her account. Blank stated she was unsure of the account number for the effect account because she already got rid of the credit card. Blank stated she is willing to sign a complaint and pursue criminal charges. So they all met up with the food beverage manager. That's Lenny, the assistant beverage manager. They all met up, but they entered this report on the 10th. So y'all know they all gonna meet up. The police got to meet up with them on the 9th too for the camera footage and all that stuff. So the employee, right? They said they did a walkthrough. They believe the path of Kenneka. So when they said they did the walkthrough, their walkthrough was basically coming up with a narrative and a route. So they having meetings and stuff. Hi y'all. I spoke with Blank. I could contact of email and represent from they talking about Larry Rogers now. So damn, she already had a Larry Rogers on the 13th. Bruh. But look, if she was talking to a lawyer on the 13th, how in the hell she getting surgery on the 13th when they was calling? So she was at a lawyer office, bruh. That's what Miss Teresa was at. Golly, bruh. That's where that lady was at the lawyer office on the 13th of September. Man, bruh, this lady is really something else with herself. And then Leonora knew where she was at. Yeah, my mom, she just got out of surgery. Now she was at that lawyer office, bro. Golly. So who would be in their right mind would be at a civil attorney office? That's why she couldn't even make it to the protest, bruh. Golly, bruh. That's why, bruh. Man. Now, this just to show you what you said. That lady is real greedy, bruh. That lady real greedy, bruh. Know what I'm talking about? That lady was at the Rogers job. Then they sent an email and confirmed that they would be. Oh, so that's when they were like, yeah, we finna represent the family now. And the email transmit stated there should be no direct communication with the family of Kenneka Jenkins without the representation. Ooh. I was informed that the attorney would be representing wee. Man, I got to look into that now. Cause that made me thought about something. Now look, I was forwarded anonymous call. And the ID number, a female wanted, look, this Miss Teresa, y'all, watch this. The female called it, want to stay anonymous. No, this ain't Miss Teresa. They want to stay anonymous because she claimed to be scared for her safety. The caller stated in the summary. She arrived at the hotel between 1 and 2 on the night for the birthday party. The caller informed Jenkins she seen her drinking and smoking weed, right? The caller informed me and another subject that informed me another subject in the hotel room was Blank, who was close friend with Kenneka, and advised take a closer look at her because she was paid $200 for unknown reason by a male black subject that was wearing a red shirt and possibly related to Blank. Is this the family member? She could say a male black wearing a red shirt and possibly could be related to the Martin family. Because when you go back to the calls, they did was trying to interview a male in the Kenneka Jenkins family. In the beginning of my life, did they not try to contact a male in the Kenneka Jenkins family? And he ain't even want to rap. And for me, he affiliated with the Blood Gang. And he could be responsible for her death. The caller also asked several times for her personal information, to which she declined. The caller informed me that she would think about contacting me in the future to cooperate with this investigation. So if you look at this girl, that could be the same girl that the Kimberly Wild or somebody. Cause if you look at the Kimberly Wild story, she basically doing the same thing when it comes to the paperwork. Tell him, bruh. So we need to bring awareness. I wanna make some noise so bad, or whoever that lady is, I hope she listening to Trey Gang. Maybe she'll reach out to me and trust me. You see what I'm saying? And we can put that information out there and you can still remain anonymous. Man, look, if anybody that's out there, bro, that's involved in with this stuff and want to get it off their chest, man, you can remain anonymous. You know what I'm saying? We could put that information out. Let's work together. Let's come together. You know what I'm saying? This for anybody at that party that got to change your heart. If you listening, please contact Trey Gang. I keep everything confidential. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to put that truth out there, and we're going to try to protect anybody. And if you serious about it, you know what I'm saying? And however way what we got to do, man, I'll throw you some, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever it take, bro. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'll do whatever it take. So yeah, gang, I already told y'all, man, look, we're going to get together. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to put our money together, bro. And we're going to get the best lawyer in the world. So, man, look, when everybody come up with a lawyer name or who want to represent us, drop it in the comment in the community wall. Because I'm going to let y'all pick that person out. You know what I'm talking about? And that lawyer gonna give us some goddamn interviews and some paperwork, and he gonna break this down to us, and you know what I'm saying? So y'all be ready for that ride, bro. Cause now we got to hire our own lawyer and a private investigator. Cause you gotta have a private investigator. Hi y'all. But I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know when we gonna, you know what I'm saying, do that. Cause I already done talked to one. I slick want to put him on it, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather get somebody that's get a real criminal lawyer that don't mind that'll get us news coverage. You know, get us media coverage. Make the news talk about it. Bring it to the light. You see what I'm saying? Look, that's the only way that we can get that stuff. Like hard drives, paperwork, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get a lawyer and a private investigator to you know what I'm saying, to get those documents for us. You know what I'm saying? Cause the best advice I got from this lawyer that I'm talking to, man, say, man, look, you got to fight back with the law. Basically saying they use the law. You know how, like, you can use the, you know what I'm saying, you can use the law, right? You know how the police try to enforce the law, but they really breaking the law, but they still using the law just to break the law, right? So he said you got to fight the law with the law. High legal help. And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Cause the way my research going, and you know what I'm saying, Google is not gonna give me everything I need. You know what I'm talking about? Google ain't gonna give me everything I need. Yeah, that's what the lawyer said. We can fight back with the law. That's the best way to do it. Fight back with fire. You know what I'm talking about? Cause he told me this. He said, man, everybody got a right to a fair trial. If it is a criminal case or a civil case, everybody got a right to a fair trial. And that court procedure that Miss Teresa was going in, wasn't nothing fair about it. If you go into courts with fabricated documents, you see what I'm saying? With fabricated documents? No, bro. You talking about surveillance footage? You might as well just bring the Looney Tune cartoon CD with you and present that in the court too. You know what I'm saying? Hi y'all. Yeah, gang, I've been on here a little bit too long. And you know what I'm saying? And we'll be back. We'll be back. So look, y'all stay tuned, gang. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back tomorrow around about the same time. So yeah. Man, y'all stay tuned. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I appreciate all the love and support by thumbing the video up and sharing and put Trey Gang in that rhythm. And I'm glad that everybody waking up and like, I ain't getting no notification, Trey Gang, cause that's YouTube now. So if you ain't getting that notification, they let you know, man, YouTube trying to help. YouTube, look, that just confirmed to me that YouTube really don't want information out. Cause why they blocking me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't showing nothing graphic. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? They bringing up some small stuff, and I'm like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? It done get to a point they like, look, you using profanity now. You can't even cuss no more. I'm like, what? But that's helping me out in the long way, because you see I ain't cussed that much, and I do need to work on my vocabulary and stuff. I'm tired of yelling and screaming and, you know what I'm saying, screaming at everybody on that mug, you know what I'm talking about? I was watching some of my videos, I started unsubscribing from my own channel. Man, I ain't got time, you know what I'm talking about? That's how frustrated I done got. Yeah, I'm over here, man, like I'm like, man, wait, man, I swear I'm finna unsubscribe right now, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, gang, we'll be back. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow. Love y'all. I'm out.